Hey, what's up everybody? David the Pro Soul Flipper here today. I'm going to make a video. I guess if you don't know who I am, if you're just watching this because you needed help with the title of this, I'm David. I'm Pro Soul Flipper. I am a full-time seller on eBay. I do a little bit on Amazon. We're starting to branch out into Poshmark, but basically a full-time reseller, and that's what I do. So today I want to put together a video. You've read the title. With everything that's going on in the world today, USPS is definitely struggling with keeping up with the load. They're having their overtime cut, or with whatever is going on, they're having some problems getting packages to where they need to go on time. So historically, I think USPS has been, at least for me, in my experience, super reliable. So I've sent well over 10,000 packages over the years. And in all that time, I think maybe I've had 3 packages not make it, and they weren't. Those 3 packages weren't worth that much money, so I wasn't that worried about it. I just refunded. I didn't want to deal with having to figure out the process. I've heard that the process of filing an insurance claim can be tedious, and then you do a bunch of work and then it not even get approved. But recently, in the last month or so, I've had 4 items not make it to the destination or be super delayed or whatever, and then buyers questioning where it is or wanting a refund. So, and these were for higher dollar amounts. One was for 110, one was for 90, one was for 45, and one was for 30. And that's just the what I received. That's not how much I paid for shipping too. So I feel, and with that being said, I felt like maybe this was going to start happening more often, so I probably better take the time to figure out this claim process, because there's already 4 out there that I might have to do, and who knows how many in the future. I hope not many more, or hopefully no more. But anyway, so I took the time. I want to say it took me an hour and a half or so to figure out this whole process of what I needed to do and how I needed to do it. So I figured I'd put together this video as I'm going to be filing my second claim, and maybe save you guys some time. So that's the process, or I'm going to show you the process of filing an insurance claim through USPS for a priority package that has been lost or is sitting somewhere and not tracking any further. So let me go ahead and show you that process online. All right, so hopefully this works okay. My computer, I think the fan is going on or something, so if you hear that kind of noise in the background, that's the fan on my laptop computer. But I need my computer to do this, so I'm probably going to be buying a new computer soon, because I don't want to deal with replacing the fan, and this computer's old anyway. So anyway, here we are at on Google. I just Googled USPS Priority Mail Insurance Claim. And so I am going to click on File a Claim here. It's the first thing that comes up on the list. If you don't already have a USPS account, you'll want to sign up for one. You probably should already have one if you're getting free supplies off USPS.com. So that's the account that you'll want to sign in with. So if you just click on Sign In. I'm going to pause this real quick while I sign in, so you guys don't get to see what my username and password is. Okay, so I'm signed in now. There's basically a lot of information here about filing claims, so you could definitely read through it all. One thing you need to check is the filing period. So what I'm going over here is just a priority mail. So I haven't ever done it with anything else, and this is only going to be, I'm going to be doing it for my second time today. But I figured I might as well document and kind of help, because it took me a while to figure out, how this process worked or whatever. So maybe I can save you a little time by watching my 10-minute video rather than spending an hour and a half or whatever it might take you. Maybe you're faster than me. I don't know. And maybe you could figure it out faster. But anyway, maybe you could save some time by watching this. So priority mail, you cannot file in the first 2 weeks, so you have to wait till it's been 15 days since it's been shipped. And this is, and like I said, this is for missing mail. The claim process might be slightly different for damaged mail, but I'm not sure. But I'm showing you today how I've done a claim for a missing package or a delayed package that's just not getting there. So basically, you have to wait till it's been 15 days. which likely means your customer's already complaining, or maybe it's already opened a case, which it was the case last time, and is also the case this time, where I've issued refunds already for both of them. So you have to wait 15 days until since it's been delivered, and then you have to file the claim before 60 days. So the one I'm doing now was purchased on July 22nd, so it's been well over 15 days. It's been 3 weeks. So you do want to check that. And then it talks about gathering documents. So I'll kind of show you also what kind of documents you need. But then you just want to start you want to file your claim. And then click on start an online claim. You're going to be putting in the tracking number, which hopefully you have a record of. You can go to eBay and get your tracking number, so you'll have that. You want to put in the day that it was shipped, and then you'll want to search for it. So let me pause again here. Okay, so I put in the tracking number and the shipping date. I guess you could have watched that. I just am trying to be careful about not showing you any sensitive information. I'm really not going to share my address or the buyer's name or address, so I just want to be careful about that. So I entered the tracking number and the shipping date, and so this is what I brought up. You'll need to select your reason for the claim. So here you would put contents damaged, or if the box had been opened and something was missing, you can put that. But I'm just going to put lost. Insurance and fees paid. I didn't pay for any extra insurance on this, so I have to put in a 0 here. And then I'm going to be careful about scrolling down here because I know my address is coming up. Select if you were the mailer or the addressee. I was the mailer, so I'll select that. And then I just showed you my address. So let me pause it for a second. Okay, I scrolled back. I scrolled past the address information for myself and for the buyer. So there's 2 addresses for yourself that you want to check and make sure they're accurate. One is for the ship from address, and one is for the address that they want to send payment to. So those might be different for you, depending on what you use for addresses, but mine are the same. And then you want to put in the name and address information for where the package went, or where the package was supposed to go to, I should say. So right after that comes the package item information that I have here. So you'll put in the item name. I just had a backpacking pack. You only get so many letters. It wouldn't even let me put the K on there. But and then I guess you could also add other items to the claim. Maybe if you shipped multiple items, multiple orders to one person or something like that. But anyway, you'll want to select a category. So I put sports equipment, and then item description. I just put, again, the backpacking backpack. You could put more. Like at the last one I did, I had weights, so I described the different weights of each weight and how many there were. And then also here I put kind of a breakdown of what I received and what I paid for shipping, because I don't really see another place to put it. And it seemed to work okay last time, I guess. So the total I received was $89.99 from the buyer, and then I paid $8.33 for shipping. So I'm trying to get both of those monies back. So the date of the purchase date's next, you put that in there, and then the total amount you requested, and then so that's $98.32 for the total of those 2 amounts. And then right below this is where you attach your proof of value. And so what I have included is, and I'll show you how I did this after this part of the video, but basically a screenshot of my from eBay of my paid and shipped items, showing the backpack that I sold, showing the date that I sold, the amount that I received, and that, and then also a screenshot of my shipping labels page from eBay, showing the date it was shipped, the tracking number, and the amount I paid and everything. So you'll want to attach those, and then that's really all there is left. You just need to review your claim after that. So you just click here on review claim. All right, that brings you to this page where you can review and submit your claim. So basically it'll show you tracking number, it shows the date that it was sent, insured mail, including priority mail. So when you ship something priority, it includes insurance. Reason for claim lost. I didn't pay for any insurance fees. and then just the total amount you requested and the item number, and then you'll scroll down and check the box saying you're certifying that everything's true or whatever, and then submit. And that's it. So that's kind of how you do it online. Now I'll show you. Well, I'm gonna have to start over because it looks like I took too long. But anyway, that's how you do it. You just hit submit, and then I'll also show you how to where I got the information that you want to upload or how I did that. Okay, so I just realized that I probably didn't even do this claim right, because the one I did before I had free shipping, and so when it showed my total on the paid and shipped, it showed everything that I had received. On this one, I had a separate charge of $15. So on my paid and shipped page here on eBay, it's not showing the 15. It's not showing including the $15 that I pay for the shipping, or that I charged for the shipping. So I actually received $89.99, and that's what the amount I'm looking to get back, because that's what I refunded. So I probably did this claim incorrectly. So knowing that, make sure you're using the proof of purchase the correct thing. So what I also could have used was I can probably quickly show you my PayPal screen. Right here it shows the $89.99. So next time I'll be sure to do that if I had charged separately for shipping. But so you'll want to attach your proof of purchase, and so the way I did that was I just went to this screen, and I took a screenshot of it on my computer. The way you do that is you just hit function and print screen. I don't know what computer you're using or what systems you're using, but whatever you need to do to screenshot something and then paste it somewhere else where you can kind of edit it. So I screenshot it, and then I opened up Paint, and I hit Control V. That's one way to paste into there, and that pasted this screenshot in there. And then I used the red paintbrush to circle the amount I received, the date I received it, and underline the tracking number. And then I also grayed out some other personal buyer information that I didn't want you guys to see. So, and then saved it as a JPEG to my desktop. And then I did the same thing for the claim, the label. So I went to my shipping labels page on eBay and did the same thing. Took a screenshot, opened up Paint again, pasted it in there, and then circled the tracking number, the amount that I paid for shipping, the buyer that I went to, and then the date that I paid for the label. And so both of those I uploaded I saved as a JPEG to my desktop, and both of them I uploaded when I was doing that claim process. So that's kind of how I did it online, and then I'll just kind of wrap this video up and talk about filing claims in general. All right, so that's the process. So like I said, I might have screwed up that last claim. I'm not going to redo it or go in there and try to edit it, because I don't even know if that's a possibility. But so it looks like I might be out that $15 that I refunded for the shipping. So but if I get all my money back, I'll still end up made a profit on that sale or whatever. So not too concerned about it. But going forward, just know that, make sure you're showing proof of your the entire amount that you received and refunded. But so that's the process. I got timed out, so I had to redo it. It only took about 3 minutes, since I had all the information already, to redo it. As far as total time to do this, I think once you know what you're doing, maybe it's going to take you 15-20 minutes. I think that the next one I do, since it'll be my third time, I think it probably is really going to take me 10 minutes to do it. It does take time to go back through your solds and scroll down far enough to find the item that you need, the information, screenshot and paste, edit those things, and then do the online filing process. But I don't think it'll be too bad. I think it'll probably be worth it to get, so that you're not losing money on those items. I think it'll be worth the time spent, especially if you have more than one, and especially if it's a high dollar item. And so keep in mind that I think that it's looking to me like they're only going to refund or pay an insurance claim of up to $100 if you haven't paid for extra insurance on that. So if you have a higher dollar item that's 200 or more or something, you may want to consider paying for that extra insurance in case, especially right now where things are looking a little sketchy of whether they're going to make it there or not. But and then one other thing I wanted to mention was that I am tracking all this information in my spreadsheet. I created, I have a spreadsheet where I track all my expenses and income for my reselling business, if you haven't seen that before. And I added a tab in there for USPS claims because, well, I've got 4 currently going right now. So, and so it has all the information, from purchase date to buyer information to ship dates, case opening and close dates, and refund dates, and claim numbers with the USPS, and all that information and results. So that way I don't have to be going and looking up information again. It's just all there in one spot. And then another thing I want to mention is that when I called eBay about this, when I was doing my first claim, I asked them, like, well, what happens if they open up a case, it hasn't been delivered, I refund their money, and then after I refund their money, they receive the item. So they ended up basically getting a free item, right? And I'm out my item and my shipping and everything. So what they told me was, and hopefully this is true because eBay has on a few instances had representatives give out bad information before, but hopefully this is true, that they said that from the date that's closed, so let's say you refund their money, and then at the same time the case will be closed once you refunded their money. Then from that date you have there'll be 30 days that if they receive the item within those 30 days, that you can contact eBay and they will reverse the refund. So that's something to know. And then I also had a follow-up question to that was, well, what if they're upset that you reverse the refund because they no longer wanted the item? Maybe they bought another one somewhere else. And what I was told was at that point they could initiate a return. From the date it was delivered, they would have, per your return policies, they could return the item if you accept returns or whatever. So that's kind of how that goes. But anyway, I hope all this information helps you and saves you some time. If you go, or makes you maybe feel more comfortable actually filing a claim. Like I said, I never used to do it, but it looks like it's going to be necessary now. So I did file that first claim. It did get approved within 2 days, and that check is supposedly on way to me. So I've submitted the second claim. So I expect the next day or two to get an answer on that, and I expect the same thing, unless the tracking shows in the next day or so that it gets delivered, that I expect the same result, that it will get approved and then the check will be on my way. So I did have one other case that was opened, and it ended up showing up a day after the case was open and before I refunded, so I didn't end up having to refund that one. And then that leaves one more, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, so like I said, I'm David, Pro Solo Flipper. You can follow me on Instagram as well. As always, in the description will be a link to my store if you want to see what I'm selling or what I'm listing on my eBay store, and Poshmark's closet that we opened. And also in there is my spreadsheet that I mentioned. It's available for purchase for $9. There's another video on YouTube about my spreadsheet if you want to see more detail on it. And also there is my selling guide for eBay if you're interested in that for $9. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe. It really helped me. I really want to keep doing these videos. I'm trying to find the motivation to keep doing them. I enjoy doing them and I enjoy helping them. Hopefully this one is saving you some time and effort. And thanks for watching. All right, bye.